We're on board with ZorakWar, my boy. He's going to get a mega. But yeah, I want to say, if he's losing to Ray in practice, if he's dropping a map, I believe it was to... who do I want to say it was? He lagged. He had a bit of a moment. I think it might be versus Arabux or someone like that.
Yeah,
ZorakWar might not be on his finest form.
He also did say yesterday he wanted to speed run the tournament, by the way.
Yes, which I don't think he managed. Did, of course, qualify in one of the winners' positions, but yeah, it's maybe not quite the flawless ZorakWar we're expecting, or the one that we saw in the Duel Cup from a couple of months ago. It feels like such a long time ago now, Jake.
Yeah, I was a spectator of that event, but that's the interesting thing. We saw Zorak. We've not seen Zorak and Vedmedic cross paths in a tournament yet in this game. I know that's the underlying theme of the event, which I'm excited about. But can't count out players like Julbars. You know, you definitely argue that Zorak and Ved are kind of number 1 and 2, either whichever way round you want to put those two. But the rest of the competition. I know which way you want to, yes. The rest of the competition are all strong players, though, so excited to see if there's any...
What we've seen from Death Row. That's scary, right? Just dropping down on the shaft. Zorak's going to win that one because, well, I don't know, but he does. And that's 1-0. But yeah, I just want to say, like, Julbars absolutely can play spoiler here. Death Row looks like he could be very dangerous as well. So... there's a small chance, I want to say, that we don't see our dream match. But let's keep our fingers crossed.
It has to happen. It's in the stars. Written in them.
Yeah, of course. ZorakWar won Test Series Duel Tournament #1 and the most recent Big Money Get Cracked tournament. Vedmedic won the Jukes tournament and I believe is yet to drop a map in Diabotical Duel in tournament.
Correct. In fact, he did tell me that he's pretty sure he has lost very few duels in general in the game. So in practice and in tournaments. So exciting times indeed. And you know, we've heard the public comments they've made about each other. So let's see if we can get to that point. But again, I don't want to count duels out. Look at that shot.
Yeah, that's cracking. I mean, I think we're seeing sort of classic Zorak play, heavy emphasis on the timing, big use of the pincer as well. And Julbars has done well, just gets on that item, plays it very cautiously, as he's wont to do, but caught round the corner at ZorakWar.
To fight for red and not take much damage at all is really good, but Julbars doesn't care. What a pincer shot. That's two of his frags now have been really quick, fast, lightning quick pincer shots.
And they need to be versus ZorakWar. Very, very strong with the weapon himself. But Julbars going to tag him for 80 there. I believe 50 bubble was up, red was up as well, but yeah, not really what ZorakWar wants. Julbars patrolling from the high ground. I saw ZorakWar drop there. I don't know if Julbars did. With Zorak on the lower blue. Red will be next, and this is where the tension mounts. Is ZorakWar going to challenge? He absolutely is from behind with the rockets. Gets knocked off though. 50 bubble there for Julbars. They're both sort of effectively at the same stack. Julbars though with a much better positioning to back up onto Mega.
Where did Zorak come from there? He just snuck up out of nowhere. That was crazy.
They don't call him Cotton Eye Joe for nothing, Jake.
Did they not? I remember that.
They don't. They genuinely do not. ZorakWar jumping over, hits a couple rockets, and just like that, Julbar's stack is gone.
It's a messy fight so far, Joel.
Very messy. Pushing on in is our ZorakWar. Julbars being elusive. Actually dummies him, but the shaft just about finishes him. We're not looking at the big percentages. ZorakWar not someone that tries to avoid over or under fire. 19% shaft. It's actually been the linchpin weapon for him, I think, thus far.
When I think of Zorak or watch Zorak play, what I know, I might be completely wrong, you might disagree, I don't know, but what I see from him is a lot of shaft and a lot of pincer. I don't think he enjoys just taking gambly style rocket engagements, but obviously his stacks are usually, you know, much higher than his opponent, so he can just get away with getting in there with the shaft and hitting nice pincer shots. So,
yeah, I mean, he's a player that in every single facet of his play likes consistency. He wants to know when everything's up, he wants to pick everything up, and then he wants to use a gun where the DPS is very, very dependable. Up close with the rockets, so Zorak's going to have to make do with his less preferred weapon, but he makes it happen. Mutual frag, 5-2 now. Zorak can't get on the Mega, and challenging for Red here, even with high ground, he can't, right? Or can he? Julbars has let him in.
He's kind of giving him some angles there. I'm surprised at the drop down, if I'm honest, from Zorak. How does he make that work? That was agent-esque.
Yeah, I mean, I think you said it, that Julbars was making Davis. Sorry, Julbars was making...
Ray.
Who was it? Ray. Look
Ray.
ordinary, right? I think that's what ZorakWar was doing to him.
The way Julbars is playing this game is what I expected when I saw the Ray, you know, when we saw him in the Ray match. But it's one of them things, when you are playing better than your opponent, you don't need to play in a risk way. But I think Julbars realizes with getting Zorak, he kind of needs to make the game a bit more messy, you know?
Yeah. One more pincer will take him down. Is ZorakWar going to try for it? Through the telly, through the crate. That is sensational. ZorakWar is going to claim the red as well. Heartbreak.
Oh, Jules pokes back out actually and hits a lovely pincer shot on the exit there against Zorak. Really heads up, honestly, from Julbars that.
Straight onto the 50 though goes Zorak, and he's gonna want to rumble for position here. Julbars jumps, hits a pincer, tries for another, but it's gonna be Zorak on the item. And nothing up, I believe it's upper blue next. A dangerous, very dangerous item to try and pick up out of control. Sorry, it was lower blue first, then the Mega. So yeah, nothing on the map right now for Julbars. His next chance is gonna be on red, and Zorak's there. Imperious straight position. He knows when it is.
He actually took the time to check if... Yeah, he took the time to check if Mega was up as well. Like, so confident that he showed his presence early enough on red that there's no way Julbars would try and sneak in and grab it. Just shows you the kind of level that Zorak's thinking.
Right, absolutely. And this is where Zorak's more interesting, I think, to watch when he's against a more polarized player. Julbars is kind of similar to Zorak, at least a little bit, right? I think they want to play a similar style. Whereas someone like Vedmedic, or someone like Deathrow even, much more explosive, much more about making fights happen, forcing the issue. That's where Zorak can look more human. But versus someone who's trying to play his style, I mean, he's just so good at what he does. It's hard to outdo him in his own game.
Zorak is so, like, conscious of what items are coming up and when and where he is relative to them. So even just before there, we saw him taking that shaft fight on the higher ground, just knowing that if he takes a bit of damage, he can just drop onto the 50, and that's the difference. He just knows where he can go after the task is complete or in progress. He just knows where he can go next to be ready for the fight after that. He as cliche as it is, he's literally thinking, you know, a couple of steps ahead of the other opponent in most games. So really impressive. Golden frag, Joel.
Which is golden frag. I mean, it hasn't been long, has it? Now with the shaft, slow weeble as well. Julbars commits. Julbars is knocked down, and we go to Bioplant.
Didn't show 16% shaft at the end there, did he, with that slow ball? Really strong ending. And Bioplant is Julbars' pick. He's picked it twice in both series, so he's clearly been practiced on this. Like I say, I'm surprised because I think it's quite well known he loves Skybreak, but he's clearly used that to his advantage. He knows all these guys probably expected him to pick Skybreak, but he's picking Fireplant instead. I like this.
Yeah, maybe doing a little bit of, not so much secret, but sort of focused practice on the map. I'm on board with Julbars. He is going to take away the Mega, both blues as well, or it should be, but Zorak's here, and Julbars, in emphatic fashion, takes the maiden frag, and it could be more.
Let's go, Jules.
It is. Wonderful stuff from him. Zorak on the low ground with the shaft, going to deter him from coming in, but slow Weebles there. Rocket angle, looking for a little bit of damage. ZorakWar not choosing to jump out, but he does it just the wrong moment. Direct from Julbars, who now, with the prediction rocket on the jump pad, is going to take him down. And this is a quick 3-0 so far on this map.
Oh my god.
Talk to me, Jake.
Listen, I mentioned Zorak's mental a little bit, right? I have no idea if he is or not. People watching stream can probably let us know whether he's doing okay or not, but he may well be a little bit frustrated at the start of this game.
Oh,
A bit lucky to get that kill, but he needed that for sure. Good shot, Duel.
now double pincer.
Okay.
It's ZorakWar's time.
Oh, and Julbars just got the same spawn 2 times in a row. Here comes Zorak.
With the shaft. Has the high stack, hits the consistent damage. I mean, this is ZorakWar doing what ZorakWar does.
Looks like we're settling in now for a bit more of a cerebral game. We had our fun in the first minute and a half. Here we go.
Yeah, we got all of our caster demo reel ready to be sent to future esports. ZorakWar gonna take down Julbars. 4-5 comes on over for the red. Can Julbars make a defense of it? Doesn't even try.
I know we're watching Zorak on the main feed, but I was just having a quick look at Julbars, and he is really trying to scavenge for any sort of resources he can. He's kind of trapped at this upper blue, which is only just spawning. So Zorak right now is so in control, it's not even funny. And wow, what a recovery from Zorak, it's got to be said. He was down so many frags at the start. Oh my god.
It looks like the game's playing itself.
Yeah.
ZorakWar just showing up, there's a man in front of him, the man dies. That's pretty much what's happening.
Oh, good damage from Julbars.
Maybe.
Though. Wow.
The smoke. Always awkward. Julbars, slow evil now, and Zorak going aggressive. 2 rockets just like that. Gonna take Julbars' legs from under him, and what was supposed to be a chance for him to regain control, to get a few frags back, just turned on its head so quickly, and now in the red pit, ZorakWar commits.
Snowballing now, isn't it? Slightly GMT. Julbars has got quite unlucky with the spawns, and Zorak is just on top of him now every time he spawns. This is perfect. All the items are really nicely split from each other as well, and Zorak, in typical fashion, he's going to try and grab every single one. He's going to race to red right now. Yeah, let's see what he can do.
Yeah, and I feel like this is a situation where he didn't mind if Julbars was already on that red. Honestly, he'd probably welcome it.
Yeah, it just gives him a frag, right? Even if red's gone, it gives Zorak potentially a frag, and it's hard to, you know, it's easy to forget, sorry, that 2 blues is a red, right? You shouldn't tunnel vision on the red every single time. If both blues are available and you have over, you know, and you've got the mega health, you've basically grabbed mega and red together anyway, so really smart just to back off there, by the way, GMC. Playing so safe.
Yeah. Hits the pincer, gonna get the second blue as well. So while he did get hit, actually has recovered pretty much all of that stack and then some. Julbars up close with the rockets. Gets better damage. They're going to trade out. And both within a pin's shot of death. ZorakWar going to use that smoke, though. It's his saving grace, I think.
God, Zorak just has such a handle on the, you know, I coined him the Time Master, but he really is proving it right now. He's so confident going into that mega room. You know exactly when it was spawning, and yeah, just playing really, really well now. Julbars is having some really nice fights, but his item control was just obviously that just step below Zorak.
Keeping time like a 2001 Amiga Seamaster right now. ZorakWar, with all the opportunity, with all the information, jumps onto that Mega. And I'll be honest, his shaft looked pretty weak there, but even so, taking one of the blues away as well as the Mega means that any momentum Julbars might have is pretty muted, and you can't afford to take that shot, Julbars, nor that. That's rough.
Really maximizes what he can do no matter where he is on the map. You know, he was heading towards the top blue. He knew it was spawning soon, but just to get those 2 pincer shots off whilst essentially just waiting for it to spawn, that's the difference, right? He's not just sitting on the blue spot exactly. He's trying to maximize what he can, and Sharp looking great there as well. Oh.
This is something I want to point out about ZorakWar, though, and taking him to Bioplan I think is interesting, because ZorakWar, despite being a very control-heavy player, was actually a player that quite liked fast maps in the past, and still does to this day, as far as I'm aware. Because he, unlike most people, are able to play a very solid in-control style, get on the items reliably, in spite of the fast pace, where usually, you know, a lot of people have their items stolen from them on a quick map. But ZorakWar, very known, for instance, on his toxicity in Quake 5. Great rail play, great item play as well, and it doesn't surprise me to see him do well here.
Oh god, yeah, and like we say, Julbars he's got good combat. He's hitting some really nice damage this game. Actually, out damaging Zorak by 400 damage. That's quite a lot in duel, but it's just
absolutely
damage doesn't matter if you don't have the stack, and it's just really vanilla stuff, but it's working so well.
Yeah, this is the thing. In comparison with the likes of a Vedmedic or a ZorakWar, Julbars sort of lacks an X factor, from what I can tell. You know, Zorak has his superhuman timing, Vedmedic has some of the strongest mechanics in the game. Julbars is good at everything, but he's not the best at anything. Which, okay, typically that's fine, but when you're talking about a top 3 finish here or a top 2 finish, you know, you need something special about you. Up close, Julbars gets the better of Zorak, but he is left on 5 HP. Even with Mega, this isn't a great spot for him, and Zorak, he's probably in the driver's seat, honestly, just with that upper blue. And we'll know where his opponent is. Goes into the strongest weapon in the game, though. Julbars with that blaster. You love to see it.
You love to see it.
And this, oh dear lord.
We've not really seen Zorak have an extended period of time completely out of control. This is the difference. But what a shot from Julbars. This could be it. Here we go.
Oh! Mega as well. The timing of it works out that he can keep this streak going. This streak of not having a whole lot of stack, but living, crucially. 5 frags the difference now. Into the red pit goes ZorakWar. Doesn't hit the pincer, neither does Julbars. Now we turn our attention to, well, it will be upper blue and lower blue about the same time. Julbars currently sitting between them and can choose his target. Zorak pushing in, I think a little bit hasty, honestly.
Julbars really favouring damage over going for the upper blue, and it's worked out because he's baited Zorak into diving on Mega.
That is superb.
Great shots, yeah. Oh
and
my god.
Again, Julbars playing a beautiful game right now. I said he didn't have an X factor, but I think he might. Big rockets! Oh,
Oh no, dude!
oh, oh no!